Welcome to Deep Thought. Dreams can tell you about yourself. Yourself. I'm going to tell you what. There's several ways a dream can tell you about yourself. Now remember, I said that the dreams emanate from your subconscious. It emanates from your spirit, your inner self. But the thing is, let's just be real. I've constantly talked about false beliefs. I've constantly talked about masks. But the thing is, your subconscious knows your true self. It knows your inner self. And what the subconscious will do is try to tell you who you are. Your spirit will try to tell you who you are. So when some dreams that you have can try to say, this is who you are. This is the real person. This is how people see you. This is what you can really do. And often people have the dreams, but they can't really see that. You know, it can show you many things. It could show you what you really want in a person. You know, it could show you. It tells you. It shines a light on the truth. But focusing on yourself, sometimes your dreams could tell you what's up, what's going on with you. Now, I had used an example in my past podcast about dreams. I was always dreamt of a house that had parts of it I couldn't go to, that I didn't have any control over until the house burned down, and then things changed. But that's what the dreams was telling me. It was like, wait a minute, there's parts of you that one was imposed by outside forces and that you don't have control over it. But when I freed myself, when it burned down, because what had happened, I was taking actions in the real world to, change things. And see, that's another thing. The dreams can tell you the progress of something. Like, for example, say you're a person who's not sexually appealing. You're not in great shape. You're not physically appealing. You don't have a mindset. You're not those things. All right, fine. But then what'll happen is you start taking some actions in the conscious world to change that reality, to change those things. And so say you're a man or a woman, and you start working out, getting your body together, maybe dressing better, treating the opposite sex better or differently and stuff. And, you ain't quite all the way where you want to go. But what happens is this. Okay, you have a dream. In the dream, you'll see yourself. And I'm just using this as a general example. This might not exactly happen for you, but this is a general thing. You'll see yourself as that person, as that sexually appealing person. And then what'll happen is this. It'll say, okay, this is what you're going to be. Now, this is what the subconscious is saying to you. The subconscious is saying, okay, this is where you're going. You good with this? You good? Now, if you wake up from that dream and you're not comfortable, if you're not comfortable, then it will be like, no. All right. All of a sudden, that program you're on ain't working if you like, no. But then if you like, oh, yeah, you feel real good after that dream, the subconscious is like, oh, okay, I got you. Boom. And let me give y'all, look, I'm going to share a real dream I had. And I had a professional intuitive actually interpret the dream for me. She didn't even have to do any work. She said it was easy. It was a dream. Now, I had this dream when I was still working full time. And even though I had the books out, I wasn't going hard with it. And I hadn't thought about being online or anything like that. And this is literally, I had this dream maybe 6 months before I started making the moves to go online. Now, in the dream, I kept trying to fly. I would fly a little bit, and then I would hit the ground. Fly a little bit, hit the ground. But then finally, I just went up, and I kept going up. I burst through. So I was like, okay, I talked to the young lady, the intuitive, and I told her the dream. She said, oh, yeah, that's easy. She said, so it's telling you that you can fly once you break out of the prison that you're in. See, you kind of stuck. But then once you start flying, you're going to fly. And like I said, that was maybe roughly 6 months to a year, between 6 months and a year before I started making the moves to really go online. Now, I had the books and everything, but I didn't have an online presence or anything like that. I wasn't dealing with social media beyond a basic Facebook page, and that was more personal. So, but some had happened, and through some circumstances that were interesting in themselves, I started doing stuff online. It was an internet radio show that I had. I was offered. I was basically forced to take it. I wasn't given a choice. The gentleman offered it, said, look, I ain't letting you off the phone until you take this show. So, and then once I started doing that, that's when things started to explode. I started flying because it was what I was meant to do. But that's what that dream was telling me. And, you know, your dreams your dreams see the real. Your dreams know the real. Your dreams will tell you. You'll have constant dreams, and your dreams be like, look, you know you ain't supposed to be doing this. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is where you're supposed to be going. It'll tell you because your dreams know your true self. It knows the mask. See, the problem with the mask and false beliefs, we think that's our mask. Remember, I've told that story before, how a man had burned his face, and then he got a mask to put on, and it gave him all this power and everything. But then there was also some drama, a lot of negative stuff that came with it. So he went to someone to take off the mask, and his face had become the mask. That's with a lot of people. But despite all that, your inner self, your spirit, your subconscious know who you are, the real. And your subconscious will constantly say, okay, if you want to bust out, this is what's up. This is what's up. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And, I mean, that's why I pay attention. I mean, like I said, and I talked about this in the past one, it provides insights into other people, but most importantly, it provides insights into yourself. That's the important thing, because that's the journey of most people in life, is to take off that mask. That's the challenge. And, of course, there's forces, which that's a completely other set of podcasts that work to keep us with those masks on, but your dreams are always going to tell you the truth. Your dreams are always going to tell you the truth, so you have to pay attention to them because they can truly tell you about yourself. Now, of course, the question comes up then, well, how do I know this, Rom? How can I figure this out? Do I have to find a dream interpreter? You know what? All of that is cool and stuff, but I'm going to tell you in the next podcast how to interpret your dreams. So, yourself. And everybody can do it. Anybody can do it. If you can think, if you can write, if you can just remember something, you can do it. So, we'll talk about that in the next episode. Until then, keep rising. Peace and blessings.